Okay, jetzt kommt kein Hinweis.
Kitty, stop.
It wasn't me. Pepe probably took it.
Took what?
Nothing. Did you want to ask me something?
Not Tinkle. Babushka Kozvania has vision. She say...
The cat took a sudden breath in, and his head snapped back, eyes closed, body quivering. An entirely new voice erupted from his throat.
Get the tiny hands!
What are you?
Edgar was here! Edgar knew!
Yes, that's his body right there. What did he know?
Edgar was afraid! He suspected! He hid secrets!
Secrets? Like what?
Secrets in the walls where the wind blows!
I'm super bad at riddles. Actually, so could you rephrase that into normal, stupid, kitty words, please?
But this is neither here nor there. Now she is gone. But for Tinkle, she is never gone. You understand? She is always with Tinkle. She's not with you, she is with Tinkle. She is gone.
Oh, is she? Wink, wink. Well, do thank her for the information.
Kitty is talking like he just had stroke. Tinkle is even more tired of Kitty now.
A wall where the wind blows. What's that mean?
Eine Wand, wo der Wind weht. Die Gasse hinten?
That doesn't seem related to the business card.
Nö.
I've got a feeling there are still clues to find.
Wir haben noch Hinweise zu finden. Jetzt dürfen wir die Lüftung nutzen. Ich bin x-mal drüber gefahren. Das Spiel will uns doch veräppeln, oder?
A regular air vent, like they put in so people don't asphyxiate and all.
Oh, okay.
A piece of crumpled up paper! Looks like someone wrote something down, then changed their mind and hid it in here.
Nur das eine, gell? Punkt.
Maybe it'll turn out to be important. I'd better take it just in case. Better head
Ja.
back to the office to talk to Tabby about this.
Er soll ins Büro zurück? Kann ich nicht nutzen. Okay.
The note I found in the vent in the Nitty Kitty Club. It says, a gentle cat in the desert.
Dürfen wir jetzt hinter? Das andere würde ich nämlich trotzdem gerne mal ausprobieren.
Better head back to the office to talk to Tabby about this.
Nein, wir müssen zu Tabby. Kein an der Bar? Ich kann nicht noch eine Erdnuss mitnehmen.
Better head back to the office to talk to Tabby about this.
Still investigating?
I'm done. It was interesting.
Say no more. Literally. You're welcome to keep doing whatever you want from here, but our involvement is ended. The MMF police force thanks you.
Fuzzball, I'm not sure it's that simple.
La 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 la, I can't hear you. La 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 la. What's that? La 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 la. Oh, he was conked on the head and died? Wonderful. I love a good, clean moita. Case closed. Thanks for your help.
Detective, something smells off about this.
That's because you're thinking with your brain and not your sense of self-preservation. I strongly suggest you let it go, Cuddles. The city and you will be better off in the long run.
What will you do now?
Now that you're done, we're done too. I don't know where Nibbles is, but I can't wait any longer with my little peanut in this state. Soon as he wakes up, we're heading back to the station. We'll be safely out of the Montameeuw's fur, and they can go back to being horrible cats. Good work, team, and good night, Cuddles.
Dabba, can we have a chat? I'd like your insights about what I found at the Nitty Kitty Club.
Sure thing, sir. So, what happened?
The headline is, Edgar Montameeuw is dead, right in the middle of his father's club.
Oh, Whiskers.
Very Whiskers. Salted caramel Whiskers with extra mobster sauce on top, Tabs. In fact, I spoke to 3 of the staff, and I found a few clues. Okay? So let's go through them.
I'm ready.
Okay. Ein paar Hinweise. Und wir können alle durchgehen.
Okay, so Edgar was smacked over the head with something heavy. That's indisputable. But I also found some nip on him. The staff said that Bartholomew is really strict about them not using the stuff. So would he have let his own son use it?
Special rules for the prince, perhaps? Or his father didn't know that he was using it.
Well, the barcat said that Edgar came to the club a couple times a month, and he always went up to his father's office. Seems like they were pretty close, but that sort of schedule also leaves a lot of time to hide a drug problem. Plus, when you throw in Gumdrop.
Who's Gumdrop?
A close friend of Edgar's, died a few months ago from a drug overdose, and it hit Edgar hard. He stopped coming to the club, stopped talking to everyone that knew him. Why would he start using after that?
Grief can make us do stupid things. Or he was using it before and was already addicted.
Perhaps.
Tüte Nip.
I found this bag of nip on his body. It's got a symbol on it that I don't recognize. It's a cat curled into a circle, nose to tail.
Oh, I know what that is. It's the Orocatos. It's a mystical symbol, popular with cats that believe in things like the planet being a cube. It's used as a shorthand for nip in Meow Meow Furrington.
A particularly identifiable variety of nip, perhaps? From a known location, maybe?
Sorry, sir. No such luck. It's just, well, like a calling card. Tells you you're getting quality.
You seem to know, a lot about nip, Tabby.
I'm clean, okay? I just have friends who, well, I go to clubs a lot. Give it here. Yeah, nothing strange there. Regular stuff.
Well, as regular as illegal drugs on a murder victim can be, I'll need to find out where he might have gotten this.
Weiß darüber weiter gar nichts. Und der Samen?
The body had these brown and white seeds near it. I'm not sure where he'd have picked these seeds up on his clothing. Do we even have plants in this city?
I saw a flower growing out of a manhole the other week. It was carrying a knife. But you know what? Professor Huggy might have an idea of where they're from. She's overseas right now, but she did leave a spare key with me. You could check some of the reference books in her office.
In her office? Does she still have that thing?
The giant snapping orchid? Oh, yeah. I saw it when I dropped off her seedlings.
Yeah, I don't want to go in there. And it's not because of that. I'm taking a break from opening doors. I used a phone rather than a door, like a civilized kitty.
Oh, sir, it really didn't bite you that badly. It was just trying to make a friend. But if you insist.
Will da nicht rein? Tabby, kannst du was mit der Visitenkarte anfangen?
I found this business card on Edgar's body as well. I've never seen the logo before. Have you?
Nope, that's new to me too. What is that even meant to be? A crying cat? A cat exploding into droplets? No address, not even a name. How mysterious. You should find out what it means.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait. Probably somewhere all the criminals get together to discuss the best ways to silence nosy private investigators.
Or where to bury the bodies.
A+ for motivation, Tabuski. Well, if you don't recognize the logo either, I'll just have to hope I happen to see it on the side of the road while driving around or something.
Per Zufall. Ja, wobei, könnte klappen. Ein Stückchen Papier aus der Lüftung, wobei wir machen erst den riesigen Fußabdruck. Den haben wir am Anfang gleich gefunden.
There was a footprint near the body, a really big one.
The club was open last night, right? Could it just be a customer's, or an employee, or fuzzball?
It was pressed into the carpet on top of all the other prints, and it wasn't disturbed at all. I don't think it was made while the club was open. But there is one very big cat that works there. It could be that he stomped around when he found the body, left the print, and forgot.
Or...
Yeah, I know. Or when he left the body there. He didn't seem to care too much for Edgar, but that's not the reason I'm treating it as a clue. One of the other staff said that they heard Edgar returning to the club early this morning, along with another very big cat.
A very big cat is not much of a lead. Was it the giant staff member?
No, Platy, Desiree said it was a stranger Edgar had been speaking to the night before. She'd seen and heard them talking, and then heard them again later that night.
Right, Desiree.
The club's, entertainer? Her stage name is Desiree. I rescued her from a locked chest.
Oh, gosh.
Mhm. Und das Stück Papier aus der Lüftung?
This scrap of paper was hidden nearby.
Hidden by Edgar?
Well, Ghost said so. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it was weird, but the fact it was hidden near a body makes me think it's gotta mean something. Look, it's got something written on it. A gentle cat in the desert. Have you ever heard of that?
That's not a saying or something, is it? Like, no cat can know himself until he's been a gentle cat in the desert.
Deep, yes. But I've never heard anything like that. Also, the way it's written, it reminds me of a book title.
Oh, could be. Why don't I head to the university library in the morning and see if they have a book with that title on record?
That'd be great, Tabuski. Thank you so much.
Okay. Ist die Aufgabe?
There are 5 suspects, as I see it. The 3 regular staff, the catulets, and whoever made a huge footprint I found near the body. All the staff had motives. Edgar had dirt on some of them, or treated them in a way they didn't like, or was a target for their ire by being a thoughtless rich playboy type. The catulets have all the reason in the world, I assume, and the mysterious footprint owner.
The Catulets? Who are they?
Oh, another crime family, it seems. How many does this town have? I've never heard of them until tonight, but it seems they're at odds with the Montameeuws in some way. The chief was really concerned that they might be behind this, but Fuzzball didn't think so.
So, the usual. Mobsters jostling for position in this city, willing to do anything to win.
Either way, I need to find out more about them to decide.
The footprint sounds like a dead end for now, unless you meet a giant, so perhaps you can look into the staff more?
Yeah, they're not exactly the types to have a lot of public information on record, so I'll have to see what I can find out as I investigate.
Okay, dann rufen wir mal den Professor an.
Right, okay. Let me contact Huggy to see if she knows anything about these seeds.
Ooh, tell her to say hi to Matrick for me.
Trick, I thought he was in Lena.
Oh no, he finished up there last month, and then heard about the professor's expedition to Pashan and joined up. He's been out there with her for about a month now.
Oh, that makes sense. Wait, why do you know more about my brother's movements than I do?
I, just like to keep in touch with him.
Natürlich. Na dann, bald haben wir da was Neues drin. Ein paar Sachen, die abgeschlossen sind. Seltsame Samen. Mois-Professorin Hatsch kontaktieren, um zu erfahren, ob sie etwas über die Samen weiß, die ich gefunden habe. Im Grunde genommen die einzig richtige Spur, die wir gerade haben. Ich hatte mir das aufgeschrieben. Ha. Also gut. Aus. Eine Muschel. Die Glocke. Ein Hase. Und mal wieder die Badewanne. Ein. Selten da.
The number you have dialed.
Stimmt die nicht?
To whom it may concern, I am currently out of the country on a research trip. If you need to contact me, please contact the Dean of the Department of Biology of the Furniture University or phone me at this number, Mouse, Shell, Bell, Bunny, Bathtub.
Nee, stimmt doch. Oh, da habe ich mich da gerade bloß vertippt. Aus. Muschel. Die Glocke. Und die Badewanne. Fällt aber eine Zahl. Bei der anderen Nummer waren es auch 5. Kannst du uns helfen? Nee.
Thanks, Tabby.
Das haben wir übersehen.
To whom it may concern, I am currently out of the country on a research trip. If you need to contact me, please contact the Dean of the Department of Biology of the Furniture University or phone me at this number, Mouse, Shell, Bell, Bunny, Bathtub.
Ich habe den Hasen vergessen. Aufgeschrieben habe ich ihn. Keinem aufgefallen, ne? Nein, nicht ansehen, benutzen. Noch einmal. Aus. Muschel. Glocke. Dann der Hase. Jetzt die Badewanne.
Hello? Hello? I'm on a satellite phone. You'll need to speak up.
Okay, Professor Huggy! Hello! Hi, it's Cuddles! Can you hear me?
Yes, just about. Who's speaking?
Cuddles! Cuddles Nutter Butter from across the hall!
Ah, Cinnamon, yes.
Oh, Cuddles, I have some brief questions if you have time.
Of course, Cinnamon, fire away.
Cuddles,
I can't right now, I'm afraid. I'm on location studying some plants. But thank you for the offer. What was your question?
Eieiei. Erstmal die Lieferung, ne?
We received your seedling delivery, Professor. They're in your office. Tabby said she'll water them every day.
Excellent. Thank you, Cinnamon. I look forward to studying the balloon trees in detail when I return.
Balloon trees. Okay.
Oh, yes. When planted, the growing trunks expand like a balloon. Amazing process. Pushes all competing saplings away, you see?
Oh, and how much do they, expand?
How about the width of our shared foyer?
So, if some seedlings had theoretically, mind you, escaped and started growing in the walls,
They would destroy an entire floor of the building. It would be a calamity. What makes you ask?
just my unquenchable curiosity.
Brauchen wir die zufällig noch? Wo bist du denn gerade?
So, where are you right now, Professor?
Oh, I'm excavating a new find in Pishan. We're learning so much about what the ancient Pishans thought of the afterlife. Apparently, they thought it needed sprucing up. Did you know they mummified their plants? So far, we've found nearly 100 individually mummified pot plants in this single tomb.
Yes, I have something similar on my balcony at home. I believe Trick joined you recently as well.
No, not a trick, dear Cinnamon. I'm just very far away. The distance makes me softer.
No, Matt Trick, my half-brother.
Oh, yes, the wolf. He is a dear, marvelous at figuring out death traps that litter these ancient places.
Tabby, she asked me to pass on her greetings to him.
Matrick, Cinnamon says to send you his bleating. No, I don't know. He's a cat. It makes no sense. No, I don't know either, dear. I'm sorry.
Yep, okay, yep.
Sie gibt das aber klasse 1:1 weiter, was wir sagen. Mhm. Wir haben dann ein paar Samen, aber...
I found some seeds, and I'm trying to figure out what they are. And since you're a botanist, I was hoping you would know.
Ah, seeds! How exciting! Big fan of seeds myself. Basically plant babies, you know. Don't let them inside your brain, though. Oh, no! They'll grow in there, and then, boom! Sapling eye! Can you describe them, Cinnamon?
It's cuddled. Forget it. Okay, they're small and brown with little white spots.
Brown with white spots. Well, yes, you've just described half of all the seeds in the world. Come on, Cinnamon. I need more. Give them a sniff.
I guess I can. I get they smell kind of peppery.
Peppery, and with white spots. Well, those have to be cabalor seeds. Fascinating. Not something you're likely to find growing in Meow Meow Furrington. They're incredibly toxic to cats, you see. I once had a graduate student who studied them for her PhD. Beautiful funeral.
Toxic? You just made me sniff them.
Oh, I'm sure you'll be fine probably now. If you'd lick them, oh, you'd be in agony right now. Well, or at least on the way to a hideously painful death without equal. Still, who goes around licking random things they find in the world?
Yeah, who'd do that? By the way, I found them along with a bag of nip. I'm not sure they're related, but do you know any way to identify where it might have come from?
Nip? Oh dear, nasty stuff. You don't want to get involved with that. People think it's harmless, but oh my, the chemistry says otherwise. However, I used to know a cat who might be able to help. He had connections with the, well, seedier elements of the city. Just see what I did there.
Gute Nacht, Dragonmythos.
Just a little botany joke for you there, Cinnamon. Lighten up! Anyhow, I used to get all my unusual samples from him for my research, including Nip. He can probably help you identify the strain, maybe the supplier.
Ach, jetzt hätte ich auch gedurft. Schlaf gut. Ich habe gedacht, die hören gerade gar nicht mehr auf zu reden. Na dann, machen wir mal schön weiter.
Any lead is welcome, Professor. What's his name and where can I find him?
His name's Cosmo. Last I heard, he was working at a general goods shop downtown. He's a little jittery at the best of times, so I suggest not mentioning my name at first.
Okay, do you know the name of the shop?
Now you're making me dig into my memory. I think it was, Wowie's Terrarium, Meowie's Sensorium, Meowie's something, anyway, that's for sure. Meowie's, Meowie's Emporium. That's Emporium without the E.
Meowie's Emporium? Please tell me that's not named after the owner. Meowie. His parents didn't even try. Come on. Who even started the tradition of giving kittens cutesy names, huh? Do you know how much bullying I got in school for cuddles? And don't even get me started on butt-er.
I think you misheard me earlier, Cinnamon. I'm a botanist, not a therapist. The shop is named after him, but I'm not even going to try to explain. You'll see once you get there.
Dann vielen Dank.
Okay, Professor, thanks for your time.
Of course, Cinnamon, happy to help. Good luck with the... No! Don't disturb the sacred circle! It will unchain!
Oh, that sounded fine. Yep, she's fine. Now let's see if Tabby can find out where this Emporium place is. The professor didn't know where the seeds came from, but she did have a lead for me on a nip dealer. If Edgar was involved with nip, that's a start. I need to head to a place called Meowie's Emporium.
What a cute name. I'll find the address for you, sir.
Thanks, Tabs.
Hey, Buster, do you have an appointment? You can't go in there. Sorry, sir, he just forced his way in.
Oh, good evening, Mr. Montameeuw, I assume. It could only be him. The heavy-set cat in the exquisitely tailored suit did not reply, but his eyes glowered at me like burning coals from under pinched brows. As unease grew within me, I tried to project an aura of calm and confidence. For Tabby's sake, of course. I felt very brave. Well, a bit brave. Brave adjacent. It's okay, Tabby. Can you try to track down the address we talked about, and I'll chat with our visitor?
I'll be right outside, sir. If you need me, just yell as if you're being throttled by a rude stranger.
Though older than me, he seemed perfectly capable of lifting me above his head and snapping me like a mewling green twig. This was a dangerous cat. Mr. Montameeuw, I am sorry that we have to make our acquaintance under such unfortunate circumstances.
Do not lie to me, Nutter Butter.
I apologize if I...
Stop talking! Against my better judgment, I gave you and your friends a chance. They forced their way into my club, and rather than having them all thrown out in some moment of madness, I allow it. My staff get interrogated, and I tell them to cooperate. My property is taken, and I permit it. Why? Because in my naivete, I believed that for once, the police and I might have the same goal in mind. Finding my son's killer.
I think you misunderstand.
No! When I arrive, what do I find? Stolen evidence, harassed staff, and Edgar lying on the ground like a piece of trash! You didn't even photograph the crime scene!
Mr. Montameeuw, I assure you, you're finding Edgar's killer is...
Do not dare say his name! My son is dead, murdered, in the one place he should have been safe! If you truly cared at all about my lost cat, you and your friends would have felt the tiniest piece of feline empathy and actually done your jobs.
Mr. Montameeuw, you let me...
Enough! If I cannot trust this city's finest, then I shall do it myself. My claws are sharp, Nutter Butter. I will shred this entire city into scraps if that's what it takes to find the stray that murdered Edgar.
Bartholomew fell silent at last, chest heaving, whiskers quivering. His face had gone red with fury, and he seemed itching to hit something. Anything. Probably me. My brain was telling me to let him leave without saying another word if I didn't want to get a fist to the face. So, I ignored it and ran straight towards the volcano. No, you won't. I mean, you would. You could, absolutely, but you won't. You could have heard the pin of a grenade dropping to the floor. You didn't need to come here in person to tell me what you plan to do, Mr. Montameeuw. You don't need my permission or anyone's. You must realize why the police did the bare minimum tonight. They're scared of you, of what you could do in retaliation to any perceived slight. I think you're here because you don't want this to turn messy any more than they do, whether it's for business reasons or because it was your son. It doesn't matter to me. We have the same goal, Mr. Montameeuw. I want to find his killer. Truly, truly, I do. Not to make the police happy or to up my solve rate, but because it matters. I didn't know him. And I don't know you, but everyone deserves justice, no matter who they are or were. If you let me, if you give me the time and the space to work, I will get justice for Edgar. You have my word.
I would have said you were new to this city if I didn't know better, Nutter Butter. Justice. You hold the word out before you like a flaming brand, so sure it will keep the darkness at bay. But what about the creatures that live on the streets around you, Nutter Butter? Will they respect your faith in that spluttering light? What about me?
He lifted one paw, and I tensed. But he simply scratched his cheek and lowered it again.
Impassioned speech aside, you are mistaken about one thing. I did need to come here in person. I needed to see you, to see who I was dealing with, to gauge your mettle. That brand I mentioned, hold it very high and very tight. I will allow you to keep carrying it for now. But should it go out, nothing will stop my rage from engulfing this city.
Is that a threat, Mr. Montameeuw? You should know that I don't take those lightly. The big cat did not immediately answer, but sniffed and turned his head to the side until his neck cracked like a rifle shot.
There will be many other cats caught up in this situation, Nutter Butter. The things they've done, the places they've been. It forms a web, with my son's murder at the center of it. You will be seeking out the details of this case, walking the gossamer strands of evidence and intuition to find the cats who lie at the ends. I can do the same, if I have to. The difference is, if you force me to step in, you will discover that many of those strands disappear forever. Don't fear for your own safety, Nutter Butter. Fear for theirs. We are not done speaking. I have a funeral to plan, and then we shall find out what you have learned. Be at my office tomorrow evening. Do not fail to appear.
Sir, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm not hurt, but that was... yikes. Wow, I never had to think that fast in my life. Am I shaking, Tabby? I feel like I'm shaking. Whiskers, I thought I was gonna die at least twice during that conversation.
I heard yelling and then nothing. I was about to phone the police. What happened?
Oh, not much. He just wanted to let me know that if I didn't solve his case, I'll probably wake up one day strapped into his declawing machine.
He said that?
He implied it when he wasn't threatening to kill everyone else linked to the case. He expects me to go talk to him at his office tomorrow. I assume to show me his collection of flensing knives and extracted teeth.
Ugh. Well, at least you won't do what that overgrown hairball tells you to. Cuddles, no, you can't.
I have to, Tabs. He's given me, well, not permission, but space to solve this myself. For now, I don't know why, but he doesn't want to step in directly. Not yet. That means there's still a chance for someone to figure this all out without things getting worse.
Does that someone have to be you?
The police have already tried to avoid escalating things by not getting involved. It clearly hasn't had the intended effect. I don't have that luxury of inaction, Tabs. I might be the only one who can keep Bartholomew from taking his anger out on any other cat, and therefore the only one who can get proper justice for Edgar.
Has anyone told you that you have a really direct sense of justice and that it just might get you killed?
Several times tonight already, actually, yeah.
I don't mean it in a bad way, sir. It's admirable. You're a good cat, better than this city deserves. And you won't have to do this alone, sir. I'm here to help in whatever way I can, starting with the address to Meowie's Emporium.
Thanks, Tabs. I'm feeling a little drained after that interaction, though. I think I'll just sleep on my couch tonight. This is going to be a tricky one, Tabs. I'm going to have to take some chances, I think. Skirt a few lines. Let's be prepared for anything.
I'm gonna head home then, sir. Rest up and get your energy back. I'll head to the university tomorrow and see if I can find anything on that message you found.
Great stuff. Good night, Tabster. Oh, and remember, if you ever feel stumped, don't overlook the old tongaroo. Yeah, the power of taste.
Yeah, I'll see, sir. Thanks, and good night.